Welcome back to another race day vlog. It is race number 5 of the local show. We are unloaded Friday, cars are unloaded, and we're not practicing Friday because 1, we can't do it, and 2, it's 103 out and might as well just go home. There ain't no point in us really practicing when we race at 10 o'clock at night because the pro lights are here. So the Cars Tour, we're not pro Cars Tour or the local show for points and all that, but the pro lates are still here for the Cars Tour. So we're racing at 10 o'clock at night, so it's going to be pretty late, hopefully be a lot cooler. And yeah, so we'll be seeing how it goes. Everybody else is going to be practicing, but I don't know how much it'll really help if it's 103 out when we race. It's going to be dark and night and maybe 80. So yeah, we just unloaded, but head back to the house and yeah, just hang out for a little bit and then come back out here tomorrow. You ready to go racing?
I'm gonna win.
All right, we're here headed out to the track right now. Kale, how was the car Friday?
The steering wheel felt great. I'm proud of all the effort everyone put in, and
it turned great.
We made a lot of changes.
It turned good coming off the trailer.
Yep. It rolled great. The steering wheel was darn tight. We're good.
This is a once in a lifetime interview with Kale McClenny. Kale?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
I'm real happy.
Do you like your life choices? You happy to be at the racetrack?
Uh-huh.
Are you tired?
Uh-uh.
Do you like money?
Uh-huh.
You like chicken?
No.
You like hot dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we're about to head out for first practice. The pro lights are out there right now, but we're heading out for first practice here in a minute. And yeah, I'm going to do 2 runs. Hopefully be able to do 2 runs on the old tires, and then we have another practice session which is 10 minutes. Now we'll just put the new tires on then, scuff them for 2 laps or whatever we're going to do, and then pull in, and then we'll be ready for qualifying. So not going to get much tested, but it's kind of useless with it being 100 out, and when we race it's going to be 90 and dark. So I don't see much of a point in us really practicing a lot right now and making big swings because it's not going to matter. Temp's all different, but it is hot. We got all the canopies, fans on, Kale's hot, so we're hopefully not going to be in the car for too long, at least in practice. Alright, we'll see how good all the track goes with this. This is weird. Fixed it somehow and wasn't as tight in the center, and it seemed to have better drive on exit. So I tried clearing it out and it didn't fix it, and it just, no matter what I did, even getting wide open, it just didn't do shit.
Okay, the motor didn't do it, or the car?
The motor. It's like it'll like, but it's like, it's more aggressive on the chip, but I feel it in the motor, like it's out the exhaust.
It's the motor.
Yeah.
All right, Dad ended up looking at it, didn't find anything wrong. Kale got out of the car because he was done, so he walked over and was looking at it. We didn't see anything wrong with it. Like, there was nothing wrong with the motor, carburetor, nothing. So you guys saw me try to clean it out. That didn't fix it when I was out there. Come back in, literally did nothing, went straight back out, and it was fine. So it sputtered a little bit off of 4, but other than that, we couldn't find anything. So I don't know what that was all about.
I just want to do this so you can see. In the shade, it's 111. On this, in the sun, it's 130. And it's probably been 30 minutes since we practiced, so it's still 118, as hot as it is outside. And it's hot. post-qualifying, we just watched the Crown Vic race. All in all, cars actually all day, I know I haven't talked much, but all day the car's been okay. It really hasn't drove bad. We took a few swings at it, and it wasn't bad. So, yeah, just don't really know what more. I think that's the best that it could probably get in qualifying right there. Maybe a little more, but that was the hardest I ever drove it into the corner and earliest I ever picked up the gas. Like the first lap, it pushed, and I got on the gas maybe 2 feet later the next lap, and it was fine. So it's really on the limit right there, and I don't know how much more I can do even just to get it good. So just take big swings at it now, and we'll just come to each race and just kind of see. But yeah, I'm starting 9th. Kale is 4th or 5th. Don't know about the invert. I don't know if we're having an invert. They really haven't told us much, even lining up and everything. So we kind of got thrown to a side because Harvick and all them are here. So who knows at this point, but we're just going to go out, have fun with it, and race it. 40 laps starting at the back, probably. We'll try to make it fun and do some passing. Hopefully they maybe wreck, send some of the guys to the back or whatever, and we can get by them, but who knows. So yeah, got the prolates, legends, all that coming up, and then us. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, that was probably one of the best races ever at Kern. I will say that, but that sucks for Kenna. I was up on top. Thank you to Mitchell's for letting me on top of their trailer for the last 50 laps or whatever, but that one, overall, one of the best races at Kern ever. How it raced, but it was kind of a crapshoot there at the end, so I don't know. It was entertaining. Come here, Kale. All right, here. This is my brother. It's awesome. Here. Cool. All right, it is before the race. We have the spec racers and then us right now. So I think I'm going to be 9th. I don't know what invert is to where Kale starts, but we're going to be. I'll start at the back, and we're going to have a GoPro on Kale's car and in Kale's car, and then my helmet cam. So hopefully I can drive to the field and Kale can stay up there and not get wrecked. And see what we got. Who knows at this point? We'll see. So I don't know. We'll just kind of fill it out, make a few swings at it, and just kind of see. Once again, we got tires this race, so we're not going to be half a track back and getting wrecked on lap 4 about. But yeah, we should be all right. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll be talking to you guys after the race. So let's get right into it. You ready?
I'm tired.
Yeah, it is 10:11, so it is.
We're supposed to race at 10.
Yeah, we were supposed to race at 10.
But then
Since Keelan won, they were on the front stretch for 30 minutes, and then, yeah, so now we're just sitting around waiting. We still have one race. And probably by the time that we load up, it's going to be 12, and maybe leave here at 12:30. So, it's going to be a long night for 40 laps, and that's being last. We're good. They ain't gonna start it without us. We got time. They know it's just you. I guess it was a 5-car invert, so that's nice. Dad's still doing my tires, so that's fine. We're good. I just gotta catch the back of the field anyway.
Okay, bud.
Alright.
You all good?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
ready.
Love you.
Love you. Alright.
Okay. Love you, bud.
Alright. Alrighty, I apologize. I didn't get any radio or spotter radio working. About 10 minutes before, they were like, alright, you guys rolling out in like 10 minutes. So we ended up rushing, and I just grabbed the radio, plugged it in, and turned it on, and didn't check the channel. So it was on KALE's, unfortunately. But we're still good. I'm going to kind of use this as like a talking over what I was thinking at points during the race. So I'll run, let you guys watch it all, but I can kind of use it as an explainer race, what I was thinking at this time, whatever. So I think it'll be a cool idea, but here we are coming to the green. Alrighty, so coming to the green, you see the lights come out. I always like to lean left just in case something like this happens and the car in front misses a shift. We're not going to replace a radiator for somebody missing a shift in front of us, so it's always better to kind of lean out. I do it in iRacing and kind of see the leaders as well, but that's a tip that I've kind of learned and something I figured out. 3 and 4 there, you can see it kind of pushed. Realized we might not have the car tonight, so might have to try to find something later, but still figuring it out. But you can see how tight it is with the wheel and the schooling of the tires. So just realizing the car is tight right now, and we may have to work on it here. And at this point, we're just kind of watching KALE racing up front at this point. So right here, I'm starting to notice that obviously them being side by side should slow both or the whole field down really, but we're still not catching. So I realized the speed really just wasn't there. And I see Kenna get spun by the 55, trying to avoid Tanner's, leave him room, but we were able to avoid that. Luckily, just kind of went high, easy avoidance. But yeah, not too bad there. But first caution out early after Kenna got turned.
We get ready to go racing the final main event of the night.
Tanner Huddleston with us. Restart issue. Gabe McClenny trying to go to the inside as quickly as possible. This will be a 40-lap race, though. 39 laps to go. 7 of Kenna Mitchell pressuring.
On your bumper, looking to your inside.
To the inside.
Inside. Inside door. Inside. Door. Side by side. Inside. Inside. The 51. Trying to tuck underneath her. Watch out. You guys are going to be 3 wide here, KALE. Easy. Run your line. KALE. Inside. Inside drive off. Good job.
Just remind you of it.
And now Peterson's not done. He's looking for the lead.
And I don't think Mitchell's very happy with Peterson, by the way.
I don't
Oh, Mitchell gets the bumper. Hold on, number 7. She does. Safe.
Alrighty, so since the yellow came out, I was actually able to adjust brake bias just a little bit, and I put more rear bias, similar to what iRacing is. Every time we jump in the car in iRacing, we always load a crap ton of rear brake into it, help it get loose on entry because it was so tight. So actually it was nice to have a yellow this race, and I could kind of adjust brake bias for a minute and have a second to think. Alrighty, so first time all season with the local show, coming to the choose cone. So I was kind of trying to figure it out. Saw KALE, and he's the leader, he goes top. But just at this point, we're not inside the top 5 or 4, so it's like at this point, just gain a row at whatever point you can. So I go to the bottom, and yeah, just knew the car was tight, so I knew it was going to be tight into 1, but just wanted to gain a row or gain a spot wherever we kind of could.
Now, if you're Ken Mitchell, you're going to make it that much. Oh, that wasn't going to ever work.
Oh, this is going to be big up the track and backs it into the wall.
So coming back to the choose once again. So last time I hit bottom, leader picked top, second goes bottom, KALE went top, and then I decided to go top, even though if I would have gone to the bottom, I would have been third row inside of Mayu. I just didn't like the way that the bottom was looking, and the leader picked the top. So I just thought, might as well go top. I feel like I can roll the top a little bit better as tight as the car was. So I thought the car would be a little bit better rolling the top instead of trying to be pinned down on the bottom, not dooring the guy on the outside. So decided to try it on the top for a restart and see what it would do. So you'll see right here, I kind of run that middle-ish lane right where that seam is, and the car seems a little bit better. I felt better on the top on that restart, was able to clear Bazin on the inside, so I kind of felt that middle, decided to try the top right here, and it turned a lot better than what it did on the bottom, so I pretty much just stayed committed to the top of the rest of the race here. Alrighty, so I go back to the bottom for a corner just to try it and see kind of what it would do. Didn't really have a clue. I knew I had a little bit of a gap, so I thought I might as well try it. But you can see they just pull on me on exit. Tanner pulls away, so I have to go back to the top, and I see Kenna behind me. She qualified 4th, ran way up there until she got wrecked, so I knew she was going to be faster. I just let her go because there's no point in racing on lap 12. I'm not going to just hold her up for no reason, and when she can probably go past the 3 or 4 in front of me, I'm not going to hold her up. So I let her go, and that's something just to kind of remember, Mark Martin driving, I guess, style, but just let him go, and hopefully you're able to get him later in the race. Alright, so up in front of me, they've been racing pretty hard the last few laps, and kind of was waiting for something to happen, just didn't know what. I see the 56 way up the racetrack, see the contact with Kale. I'm a little bit higher than the GoPro, so I can kind of see Kale sideways a little bit, but I didn't know if he was going to hit the wall. Then Kale's to the bottom. Tanner and Taylor have to spin to avoid it, so I'm going to slow it down here and tell you what I was thinking through the whole time. So I freeze it right here. You can see the contact between the 56 into the door of Kale. Knew that that was way up the racetrack, either in the marbles or whatever. Right now, I don't really see much. I don't know what's going on. Now I see a spark and Kenna start to dart left. So I know something's happening right where Kale was. All of a sudden, I see Kale sideways, and in this situation is the one person I really don't want to hit. So I'm trying to avoid him. Realize he's got a flat tire, and I'm looking to left, checking on Kale. Seeing that he's got a flat tire, and I'm able to make it through, and I don't even see Tanner and Taylor spinning to avoid the wreck, so I don't even see them. Then I all of a sudden look up and realize, oh, they're wrecking too, and then I'm able to kind of squeak by, and it kind of opened up for me. But it was a crazy whole deal as everybody was kind of involved in that one. So then I saw Kale still sitting over here, and everybody's still sitting over here trying to get refired. So I knew it was a bigger hit than what I thought, or Kale had a problem, which pissed me off again after I already was after Kale got wrecked. But still, just doesn't make sense why on lap 14 we're driving into everybody's left rear.
Thought he had plenty of room. He did. He's a pack. Go after that left rear tire like it's candy.
Inside, side by side, inside, inside, inside. Oh, fuck. Holding. You got a flat tire, bud. Bring it in. Bring it down. Damn it.
Second, out of turn number 4.
Oh, leaning. We're still leaning. Hold on. McClenny's sideways down the back straightaway.
Flat tire. This is going to be bad. How did
We got more issues. Rife goes around, catches the 17 of Mayhew.
How in the world did Kale McClenny save that? All right, I'm going to see what we got for replays. Down the backstretch. Here we go. You can see the tire go down. I don't know how that thing worked. And then there's contact going into the corner there.
I couldn't believe that McClenny didn't go around.
I got to see that again, Sarah, because
that was amazing.
How in the world? Look at that 07 of Kale McClenny. Fish Kale down that back straightaway. Flat tire just sparking and hanging on.
Come on, Kale. Let's throw your hands up at him. Throw your hands up at him.
I can't believe
it's been a crazy race for these.
I can't believe Kale held on from not taking the outside wall down or the inside wall. That's 2 for 2 for the McClennys, but not for victories, but for great saves.
Okay, right here, I ended up shutting off the GoPro because I was worried the camera was going to get hot if the car temperature, which was at like 240 by now. So I shut off the GoPro like an idiot and forgot to turn it back on. So here's a few clips from the broadcast, and then I come back and I'm side by side. I click the button when I'm side by side with me.
Well, Kenna Mitchell did not get going on that restart. Kay McClenny, on the other hand, did. He's battling now for the second position.
Here comes Mayhew.
Remember Mayhew, like, just crashed?
I did.
A lot of tire smoke coming off the left front of the 13 of Tanner Rife. That car is now falling off the pace, and especially that one.
Mayhew still trying to work that inside pass, but you can see these limited Pro Late models all about momentum. Cabe working the outside in the 05. keeping that momentum going. The elbow's out now. That's a good point.
So I think Mitchell is probably out of patience at this point
Yeah.
with everybody.
She should be.
Oh, Mayhew slips up, and Mitchell's is coming through. And yeah, like you said, she should be.
Alrighty, so you guys can see I'm kind of running Taylor and Kenna really hard, which a lot harder than I normally would, but I was already pissed off from Kel getting wrecked, and then I knew if there was a late race opportunity, I was going to go get second. I didn't care really what I needed to do. I figured it would be pretty easily watching that last restart, just kind of run the top, and I could pretty much clear him, but I was already pissed and really hoping for an opportunity at it, so I knew I could pretty much go get it, and just was trying to hold them off as long as I could, knowing that there was an opportunity for the late race restart. I just wanted to try to do as much as I could, so I knew that they would never get into me and wreck me intentionally, so I shout out to Taylor and Kenna, because I know that they're probably the two other cleanest drivers out here, so I really do appreciate how they always race us.
And Bazin's starting to close in as well.
Yeah, that 43 kind of came out of nowhere. So what that tells me is Cave McClinney probably doesn't have the fastest car of this group, but he's running that smart upper line that's being used as defense with this group.
Still duking it out over here, though. Ken is clawing back. Oh, Mayhew with a big wiggle out of 4.
Going to try to take advantage of that. This again is the battle for, this is 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
7 laps to go.
And she's leaning there on Mayhew. No contact. Just trying to take away any of that inside arc that he can get. Oh, Mitchell sideways.
Hang on, hang on, hang on. Watch the wall. Oh, wow.
And the caution flies again.
Alrighty, so coming to the final choose of the night, and I think everybody knew what lane I was going to pick, and I'm pretty sure the hot dog guy knew what lane I was going to pick, but I go to the top lane. I know Peterson picked the top lane, so I'm in the lane with the leader. All I needed to do was have a pretty decent restart, kind of have a nose into one, and I figured I could take it. He ended up going bottom, which helped me a lot. So yeah, it just ended up working out perfect for me to be able to go on the top lane, because the bottom is, everybody seems to be really tight on the bottom, especially into one on the late race restart, so I knew that there was a chance at it, and if I could kind of have a nose, seeing how it all played out with Kale, I knew if I just kind of had a nose on him, if he tried to wash up and get into me a little bit, he'd just run into my door and get a little bit loose, so I kind of had that figured out and planned, seeing how the last time he was underneath somebody worked out, so kind of had that idea in my plan and was just hoping it was going to work out that way.
Find out, will it be the last restart of the race? They're getting ready for the green. Did it again. And once again, Kay McClinney's loving this, because now he has a chance on that inside. Huddleston sideways.
Hangs on to it.
Save.
So you can see I just timed the restart good enough to kind of have a nose into one, like I said, and then once I saw him start to wash up the track, I gassed up to make sure that there was no tire-to-tire contact, and kind of knew that was how it was going to go, and pretty predictable, so I ended up kind of guessing right there, peace sign, and drove away.
Mayhew's going to take advantage, go to the outside, and Huddleston stuck on the bottom. Opposite of Martinsville, maybe not.
Oh,
contact.
Boy.
Here comes Christian Bazin.
He's getting...
Glick there had a notion on that inside, could not get it to work, as Mayhew just a little bit up ahead, going to the inside for second. White flag waves.
White flag is in the air for Jeffrey Peterson.
Tonight's limited pro late model man event at the line.
Oh, Huddleston caught the wall.
right, see you, Brian. Thank you. I was playing my ass off for an interview. I'm getting it. Hey. Hey. I was waiting for a yellow just for that. You saw what happened, and you know why. I just raced so hard for the interview, so thank you. I love you. Good shit, bud. Good job, Taylor. Drove my ass off. If there was that's kind of what I was waiting for, but I'm tired, yeah. Hey, I'm sorry I had you. I will say this, I am sorry I ran you like a dick, because I knew I was. I like kind of go earlier, I'm like, I'm not going to get in the battle. Then he got wrecked, I'm like, I'm going to get my ass off.
On the hurry up, guys, we got to roll. Cade McKinney, dude, what a night, man. Cade McKinney, one of the absolute hardest working teams out here. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm loading off a flatbed and just doing as much as we can. Is just as big as we can do. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Dad, for all the hard work during the week. I'm glad that we were able to finally get second and start in ninth. So that one's for Kale after he got wrecked. So we'll come back. I think we finally got the car to where it was back in November, and hopefully this thing's back to speed.
Great job, Cade. You made it. You made it. All right, mate, you, P3, real quick interview. What a night, dude. You ran all 250. Congrats.
Thank you. I mean, good job to Cave. I mean, we ran such a good and clean, hard race, all race, and it was super fun, you know, just battling, and I'm exhausted.
Great job, buddy. Congrats. P3 tonight.
I'm just thankful you didn't come back up into me. That's what I was worried about. And then you spun to the inside. I was like, he didn't hit shit. Like, he should be okay. He didn't. Oh, right here.
I already popped it out.
But that's fine, yeah.
I already popped it out.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really not that bad. The back bumper's a little curved, but it's actually not bad. All right. Hey, but in front of the field, spinning and everything with a flat tire, that was a hell of a save for you not to hit anybody and keep it underneath you.
I murdered Mayhew. Well, kind of murdered Mayhew, but.
Who hit you in the left front, or what did happen?
That's where I came back down because he was just there, and it just got him.
All right, it is 2:01. We're unloading the cars tonight instead of in the morning when it's 100 and something degrees. So, yeah, 2 a.m. just got home after being the last race. So it was a long one. Now it's time to put them in the shops. All right, it is Wednesday, and I came out here to do the outro because I wasn't able to do fully one at the track, and at 2 a.m. when we were unloading, my phone died as I was doing the outro, and I had to use Kale's phone. So, anyway, back in the shop. What a weekend. It was about 50-50. Great weekend for me. Awful for Kale because he got wrecked, but I finished second. So, it feels like a win, but it sucks because Kale got wrecked. But, yeah, I think we learned a lot on this thing and have it more back to similar to what it was in November. And all season long, I haven't really had any drive off all season. Everybody's kind of seen I've just been way loose, haven't really figured it out. Put the track bars back to kind of what they were, and changed a few other things around just to try, and it ended up helping a lot. I know that we really were not quick, but we were good enough, and to especially roll the top, and that's probably the best it's felt on the top ever. So I was able to hold off Taylor and Kenna kind of there at the end and get second. But you guys kind of saw the first lap or two was way tight, and I had to back up the entry a lot, so it just never turned, and then I could get on the gas really whenever I wanted. But yeah, I think we kind of figured a little bit something out. Obviously not the weekend that Kale wanted with him getting wrecked, but I think he's kind of in between running and not, just from being wrecked, just because it seemed like there's a big chance at it, and just we don't have the funding right now, and he's kind of between it anyway. And he's said it multiple times, it's just not fun running with guys who just run into you and wreck you when we don't have the money to fix it, and they could just go buy a whole new front end and be fine with it. So he's kind of adamant on not running. I really do hope he does keep running and just kind of bounce ideas off each other a little bit. But if not, he might be spotting for me, which would be fun for the radio, and I might put a GoPro on his helmet or on his head or his chest or whatever to see from the spotter angle. I don't know. just an idea I thought of if Kale doesn't end up running, but he'll probably be spotting for me, which would be awesome. And try to see how well that communication goes and be yelling at each other on the radio. So I don't blame him if he doesn't want to run. I really hope he does, but I get what he means, because it's not fun to go run with guys who just drive through everybody and then they fix the car and then they're fine because they got the money to fix it. So I get it. That's kind of what sucks and racing has kind of turned into. It's kind of what happened with Madera, but yeah, it's just kind of what it turned into. But there are still a lot of respectful racers like Kenna, Taylor, Bazin, Woodside. That's just four off the top of my head, but it's cool to race who we are able to at the moment, and this last race, being able to race Taylor and Kenna were awesome. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up there because I am flying out to Missouri in 2 days to go run the Crown Vic, so I need to get ready for that. But I'm going to vlog the whole thing. I'm going to race on the 14th and the 28th, so I'm going to have 2 race day vlogs. I won't be able to upload them until I get back, and I don't know how many videos I'm going to have. I don't know how long that's going to take, so it's probably going to be at least a month or 2 hiatus on the channel for uploading because I won't be home, no iRacing, nothing. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I know Clay Sarton, if you guys know the iRacing stuff, he lives in Missouri, so he's going to come out and help us on the race days, so that'll be cool to see him and have him in the vlogs. But yeah, 2 race day vlogs coming up with the Crown Vics. I'm going to go try to win me a Crown Vic race, and if it all goes well, maybe get one when we come back. So we're going to go have fun with that. I'm going to vlog the whole trip, probably do maybe 3 vlogs with the 2 race days and just a hanging out kind of trip. Might be cool, but yeah, that's going to do it. So if you guys did enjoy, be on the lookout for what we got coming up because it's going to be fun. And I think when we come back into September, I might be running something else also at Kern County Raceway. So I might be running another car that isn't this one when we come back in September. So also be on the lookout for that. That'll be fun if we're able to do it. So with that being said, that's going to do it. Leave a like and subscribe. I hope that you guys did all enjoy. Like I keep mentioning, if anybody is willing to reach out for sponsorship, let me know. We have a package that we could offer. The track is kind of going to help us out with that. So if anybody would be willing to put their names on the cars, it would help Kale get back in the race car. I know that's half the reason why he wouldn't want to. And it'd be awesome to have your name on the race car. So if anybody does know or a friend of a friend, let us know. But that is going to do it. So if you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.